Match found.
एक मिनट Let's go immortal. I hate.
Bragging rights if you get first pick.
Fight!
Kill all your opponents.
Dominating.
Kill confirmed.
Ten kills remaining.
अरे इधर गेम प्ले हो रहा था शाउट आउट नहीं देना नहीं हो रहा मेरे से नहीं हो रहा
Cancelled. Target 86.
दे दोगे
Obstacle removed. Waiting to kill.
जवान पे क्या बनता है डबल पिक कर लो
5 kills remaining.
क्या कहते हैं गुस्सा करता हूँ मेरे को भी
One minute remaining.
Hostile KIA.
1 kill remaining.
Tango down.
30 seconds left. Match found.
आने तो चाहिए। अरे तुझ्यात वायपर आला कळायला. रिस्टार्ट मारले तो काय बरं. रिस्टार्ट करता येईल तर थांबा.
Match found.
60-70च्या वर गेलं तर मग फ्लक्च्युएट होतं. ठीक है हेवन. ए मेरे को जेट खेलता है वे. अबे तो दे दे. स्ट्रेचला तशी
Remember, bullets hurt. Fight! Let's go!
ऐसा रमी है इसके साथ आगे से अबे हेलो पैकेट का क्या हो गया ये
Found the spy. Bye-bye.
उसका तो करने वाला था ना 5 राउंड हो गए तू आया ही नहीं तो मैं क्यों करूँ साले अकेले कैसे तू आया तो अभी चालू करता हूँ डिस्कॉर्ड डिस्कॉर्ड आज अच्छा इसे डिस्कॉर्ड आज बटे करते हैं आज आने के बाद मेरे को मैसेज करियो व्हाट्सएप करियो तुझे लिया भाई
Ten kills remaining.
Nice try. Got one.
One minute remaining. Five kills remaining.
Get lost.
30 seconds left. Ten seconds left. One kill remaining.
Delay and kind of explode early. Otherwise, if you hit a player, a 6-meter explosion happens. So it's pretty decent size, you know.
So you can hit multiple people.
You can hit multiple people.
That's like a cubby size, right?
Yeah, cubby size. I'd say
Roughly?
like
Sure.
I think if you were to kind of throw into beer anyone within that little the stairs area,
Yeah. Okay.
we could hit.
Got you. Reclaiming Dizzy.
वैसे जेट चल रहा है
These players are nasty.
Yeah.
I was literally expecting to come into this and be like, okay, let's have some fun, get some wingman plants. Okay, FRT.
Cena the only one with a gun here. And he's making it work. Oh my gosh, he's going.
वैसे playing jet
Sugetsu is literally trying to get back up towards Bella right now with the door.
He's got a shorty.
Ooh.
Oh, he's got a shorty.
Huge
Oh,
cascade.
Mimi. Oh no! Oh!
Just ridiculous.
What a round by Sirmata.
All right, Ryan, we have some time. I'm going to get to pick your brain in a way I've always wanted to, but I've never been able to,
Let's do it.
right? How can you talk me through some of the iterations of what Gecko has gone through? Give me like the most broken state that you guys had Gecko in at one point.
Well, the reclaims had no cooldowns. You know?
Oh my gosh.
They, you know,
Yeah, that'll do it.
That's a good starting point.
And with any of these, you know, we always test a bunch of the sizes. We like to, it's like maybe try the most extreme size, or we go crazy. They
Sure.
say we go crazy, and then start tuning it down to
Sure.
what is the version where it just does nothing.
Yeah.
Right. And so
my
if you can
God.
find nothing, and if you can find extreme, you know that there's a middle that works.
Somewhere in
Right,
between there, yeah.
Somewhere the universe would work. Yeah.
Oh, they're in Mosh right now.
He's gonna get another.
अरे
Oh my
क्या
gosh.
कर रहा है बे?
Eric, okay.
Yeah. He's heating up.
Coming to the live.
Yeah, one of the exciting things I want to see, we kind of saw it a little bit there, is when we start to see, like, you know, similar to what Raze has with that nade. Oh, wait, they're actually popping out here.
Oh, nice one.
Can't touch Cena with that op, though.
You were saying about the
Nice one.
similarities.
Right. So, so you have the Raze nade C's combo from Fade.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful combo on Lotus. You can do something very similar, right? And even if you have both, you can really clear that back area and take some space. It's really great for taking space, and I think Fade's one of the ones that I like playing with Gecko.
So, like, just visually, it looks similar to a Viper Snakebite, right? A Viper Molly.
Yeah.
Is it damage over time, or is it more, because usually initiators don't have that except for shock darts. It's like
Right.
instant damage, but it's not damage over time. How does it work?
Yeah, so Mosh kind of grows and then starts to charge up. It works a little bit like Chaos Fragment, where it gives you a little bit of time and then starts exploding.
Okay.
The big difference is the explosions happen all at the end. So after 3 seconds, charges up, Mosh gets angry.
And it's just one
boom.
pop. Just
Yeah,
one pop.
150
Okay.
in the center, yep.
150 in the center. So you're right. Something
Wait,
with like a
that's a one-tap.
C's,
It's deadly.
right? Like a C's mosh pit combo.
It's
Instant kill.
deadly. yeah.
They're starting to learn how to use Wingman to clear space, like to use it as a boom bot, essentially.
Right, yeah. One of our hopes was that Gecko would be, you know, a lot more approachable, and kind of like it's a low barrier to
That's
entry.
true, right off the rip.
Yeah.
That's
Right,
true.
yeah.
More approachable.
But we still wanted to keep a lot of that like learnability and that high
yeah.
mastery. So
अरे ability trees नहीं होती.
I think we landed in a pretty good spot, but we'll have to see.
So far, it looks like it. I mean, I definitely see improvements in how they're using the ability so far. Within 11 rounds, so.
These executes are beautiful, by the way.
Yeah, this is going to be a 5v5.
Did these guys
FRT.
practice? Did we give them scrim time? Like, this is ridiculous.
I think this is like one of the first or second times they've played the game with this team.
Yeah.
It's the lockdown again from Mimi. You saw how dangerous that was last time, but the ult comes out from Vela.
Look at how far back Sugetsu's playing as well. He's just able to cut off and he rotates in.
No wingman shenanigans here.
Yeah, go get him.
Ooh, double knives pop.
Anime
Oh,
battle.
nothing? SK Rossi gets the best?
That was a tough angle play, so
Yeah, it was.
I'll give it to him.
FRT रस्सी करून टाकला तरी ना.
That's good for FRT's team. They were starting to look like Tarek might let Tarek come on a comeback, but no, they have 3 partnered players on their team right now.
All right, Tarek has his ult again, too. Want to see if they do anything fun with
वो
it.
चिच्चा.
You know, you
चिच्चा
mentioned,
Discord हो
Ryan, you
गए.
mentioned some of the synergy with Fade. Was there anything else as you guys were developing Gecko that stood out as far as like agent synergy or, you know, some cool stuff like that?
Yeah, we found, you know, I think you can kind of see it here. We were talking to them, but some of the harbor wingman stuff was very good. Double
What
initiator. One of the
the-
things we were saying as a group was, you know, he's gonna
Oh,
operate
there's
as a single.
there's
Oh, here's
Thrash again.
Thrash. Let's just see Thrash here.
They just broke it, so
Yeah.
nothing happened.
Oh,
Actually,
nice.
no, it looks like one player got detained.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was tough to tell. With that ult no longer online, I don't know that
By
Tarek can get to a place where he can
Sky
pick the
Line.
orb up again. But he
Yeah.
does have Dizzy.
Yeah, rotate yeah.
So I wonder, I mean, it's
Okay,
not really, you don't get the
Sky.
same like pop flash, right, out of a smoke or anything like that. It's just a little delayed.
You see his reaction?
No.
Oh my goodness.
ये मारेगी.
Pulling this 1v4 is tough.
Round 12, gotta go for it.
All right,
वैसे
Let's see it.
all right. SK Rossi down. I don't know.
Not with the flank.
Yeah, man. I don't know that we're gonna get the same antics that we got at like Pangada's ult.
Yeah.
Or Ace, excuse me. I don't think we're gonna get something like that again, unfortunately. Although CNET is quietly 13 and 8.
Oh my god.
I mean, he's doing his thing.
He's farming.
Yeah, Pancada here, 19-7.
We are actually going to throw it down to the desks, have them break down all the Gecko stuff that they saw. Yinsu, what'd you think? Broken? Under strength? What do you think?
I think a little bit broken, but I feel like the game is a lot closer than the scoreline dictates.
Yeah, I think it is. And for me on the new agent, I feel like this is going to be insane in ranked when it comes out for the first time. Not sure about pro play yet, but I think people are going to have so much fun with this.
I disagree. I feel like this isn't close at all. I feel like this is actually more. I feel like this score line should have been further apart because I just feel like after those initial 2 rounds, Team Derek have just been getting ripped apart. Lil Bro needs to wake up right now. Get the team rallied back. Get them into this game if they want to pick up some rounds.
Well, Mimi mentioned those abilities. Earlier, we posted a poll on Twitter and asked you guys at home what Gecko ability you were most excited about. Let's check in and see the results. I voted for Wingman, and his overwhelming majority Wingman as well. Mimi, we so nearly saw some great moments, but it just kind of fell apart in the end.
Yeah, you saw it started off on the pistol round there, where like they try and do the Wingman plant into the cove, but immediately they got shut down. I think Team Tarek identified, okay, we have one goal, it's to get rid of Wingman. But still, there was a lot of cool stuff seen throughout. I loved watching the teams kind of adapt to how to use Dizzy.
Yeah, there's been a lot of great repeated use. And I mean, one of the craziest things is just hearing Ryan talk about how many times you can get that, around.
7?
Up to 7 times. We've also seen, a double thrash ult coming through here. So it's been a pretty wild display so far. And I think that just, obviously with more and more time invested into really learning what you can do, the boundaries that you can push with Gecko, it's going to be fascinating to watch.
I mean, like that early round that we just saw there, where you're able to send out Dizzy to clear the first corner, and then you get yourself into the site with either Thrash or with Wingman. Also the ability to defuse, and with it's just, there's so much cool stuff that you can do with this guy.
Well, I actually have a question for you, Ryan, as I throw this back to you. If Wingman is defusing and the Gecko player dies, does Wingman also die, or does he just carry on defusing? I haven't seen it yet, but Ryan, I want to know.
Yeah, I mean, Ryan, that's a very fair question. I'll give you the floor to answer what Yinsu is prodding at.
Yeah. So, Yinsu, if Wingman is planting or defusing and Gecko dies, Wingman keeps going. He keeps going.
He keeps going.
Yes, keeps going.
So, not only do you have to kill Gecko, but then you have to take care of Wingman as well.
Right. In the 1v1 scenarios, if Wingman's all alone, he gets a little scared and he dies. So if it's ever a 1v1 and he's
scared,
he
this
gets
is
scared
so
and wants to
adorable,
go back
bro. Poor guy.
Yeah, he gets a little too scared and dies, but that's only if he's the last alive.
They tried to grab well with the mosh pit there.
That would have been sick.
I think they're listening to us. They have us on comms. They heard what we're trying to do.
Bella, that was nasty. Just double shock CNET.
I do hope we get to see, though, I mean, just how strong Mosh Pit is. Because, I mean, we can hear it and go, okay, instant kill or whatever, but seeing it is an entirely different story.
Right. I really love what Paul is doing here. So the Sky is kind of, they're helping Tarek with the reclaim on these. You have a lot of support. You have Omen, you have Jet to kind of take the angles, and Sky to really piggyback a lot of that initiator utility to get these reclaims.
Yeah. Which again, we were kind of alluding to it earlier, but it really feels like Gecko's built in such a way that players are rewarded for taking space that they have occupied with utility beforehand, right?
Right.
So his signature is Dizzy, right?
His signature is Dizzy.
Okay, so Tarek right now has the spike and has Wingman.
Right now has Wingman.
So let's see it.
If you don't pick up the orb, what's the cooldown? On Dizzy, for example.
You don't get it back?
You don't get it back.
You don't get it back, yeah.
Here it goes. So it's just...
Does he have the spike?
Does he... Yes.
Oh my gosh.
And here it goes.
Look at him go.
Don't do it!
Come on! We just want to see the little guy succeed once! That's just not fair.
I like the pinch idea, though.
1v1.
From Team
Or it's
Tarek.
1v3, excuse me.
Oh,
no! Oh, no.
Go, Paula.
I think that was a katana, too!
Oh, it hurts. Good sportsmanship, though. Pulls out the knife.
Yeah, that's true.
That
was true. That's very good.
Not shooting.
I think that was going to be an easy 1v3 for Paula, so they had to...
Yeah, true, actually. You had to nerf somehow.
Right.
It's only fair.
Team FRT's like, please knife, please.
We want the knife, please.
So how does that mechanic actually work? Like planting? Is it a bind? Are you clicking? What are you aiming at?
Yeah, so there's 2 commands here for Wingman. Left says go find some friends. Right click is plant the spike. So only knows 2 things. And look at, so now here they're protecting Wingman with a couple things. Smoke here, Dizzy to kind of protect the plant. And here it is.
He did it! Let's go! Once he plants the spike, he's done, right?
He's done, goes to sleep. You can wake him up again in 10 seconds.
I mean, it's well-earned rest. Poor little guy.
Yeah, I really love the iteration, too, of how they're taking B. I think we were talking about earlier, like, B's tough to take, tough to get the plant sometimes in, but FRT.
Oh, no.
Thank you, Tarek. Thank you, Tarek.
Yeah, sorry, continue.
Yeah, so the iteration, you know, throwing the smokes down, really protecting Wingman and helping them in, allows you to kind of flex how you play it. You know, like we saw the first time, sent it in by itself, all 5 played out. The second time they did it, sends a bunch of smokes in and played with it, Dizzy to protect. And here it is, you see again. Plants the bump, goes back to sleep, Tarek goes to grab it.
So that's why you're excited about the Harbor play, right? Because of the Cove?
Right, the Cove, yeah.
Would you prefer Harbor or Sage to synergize with this agent?
We played both.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, we've been really liking Sage or Harbor on Icebox. It's been really fun. I know, like, you know, some of those, oh my God. So I'm a Sheriff fan, and that was gorgeous. I became speechless for just a sec here.
Hey, let me ask you this. As far as Dizzy goes, so, all right, you throw out Dizzy, right, and you tag somebody on the other team.
Right.
Do they show up on the minimap?
They do not.
Do you have any sort of confirmation that you have flashed somebody or gooped somebody?
Yeah, so you will see, you will hear the audio that it fired.
Okay.
And sometimes you'll hear how many it fired. But the big difference is you kind of have to put your body on the line to really see where Dizzy shot.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you won't be able to see where it went.
So you'll get some confirmation that it happened, but no real idea where. Look at him go again.
There you go.
Look at him go again.
And the spike is down. Thank you, Wingman.
I appreciate Tarek being a man of the people and helping us out here.
That's 2 in a row. All 3 rounds, too, he tried it.
Yep.
Right.
This might be another round win for him. Follow!
Oh.
The Wingman fakes are going off in my mind right now. That's twice that they've tried to flank because Wingman has taken so much attention against the plant. That is a cool idea.
Yeah. And FRT here has Thrash. Curious to see what he does with this.
I think, especially like with like a fade or something like that, with some noise obscuring, or maybe like an Omen ult, like obscuring the minimap, just some sort of information denial paired with Wingman planting could be real dangerous.
So they're going to try to get aggressive here. Here comes the mosh pit.
Mosh, oh, this is going to work!
Oh, gravity well!
No! Almost got him.
So, but that entire time, it didn't do any damage.
It did not do any damage.
Does it slow? Does it vulnerable? Does it anything?
Nope, just
nothing at all. Okay.
It makes a really big zone, which is a little different from some of our mollies. So it's huge zone. 3 seconds, you get out, you die. Tarek's failed himself.
Yeah, he is. No Thrash this round either from FRT, unlucky, but Tarek does.
One of the things we started seeing as we were doing again these play tests was the reclaim on Thrash started to play really well for attack in a way that felt really good. Where you know, if you use it for the take, grab Thrash after the spike's down, you can use it again for post plant. You know, so it has a lot of strength on the attack. Where you might see some weakness on the defense, but on the attack, it's great. It's great for being able to do both.
I'm also curious, just like, there's feels like 2 different identities with the agent. There's what feels like 3 information abilities, right? With Wingman as a drone, with the flash from Dizzy, and then with the Thrash as well, which is essentially just a drone in and of itself, right? So that's 3 information abilities, and then there's the plant. That feels somewhat dissonant and distant objectives, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, a lot of, as far as kind of like the reconnaissance that we have on Gecko, a lot of it is, it's high risk to get that recon, or you really have to be out there with Dizzy to see the information, and same with Wingman.
Yeah.
And what we wanted to achieve with this was more that if they were to see somebody, or if they shot someone, it's really clear what to do next, and so you're able to really work with your teammates in these games.
We just saw,
push them.
I mean, some insane team play. Actually, they used the Sky Dog on the right side, the Trailblazer, and then they used the
He's doing
man on the other side.
He's waiting the 5 seconds here for the play. Oh, no, it didn't. A lot of ultimates online here.
Yeah, I mean, an infinite amount, it feels like. Especially double detain potentially here.
Right.
The lockdown and the thrash. It's a flash.
He's going again. I want to see the ult used. Oh no, you didn't expect that.
Beautiful sheriff shot by FRT.
Flash over the top, a little cheeky. They just can't find a way in, man.
Yeah, I mean, they all funneled through spawn, so.
Yeah. So
even with Derek just sending it into spawn, that's kind of easy.
You know, I was just thinking earlier. I said something about how Dizzy really doesn't have the same pop out of a smoke mechanic, but technically, I mean, if you time it right, because I'm assuming there's a wind-up period right after you throw him where he cannot flash, right? But once he hits past that time window, he can pop whenever. So if you hit the timing right out of a smoke, it's an instant.
Right. Yeah. So it's the same as some of our other flashes where it's half a second. But there's a wind up and then it becomes active. Once it's active, it starts to scan. Half a second, it fires.
Got it.
So you can technically do similar things like a pop flash.
Yeah.
It's really strong out of smokes. You saw there, right over, and you can kind of like hide because it can get shot in the wind up. So you hide the wind up and it's active coming out of the smoke. Right.
Yeah, that's very dope. Go get him, little buddy. All right, what was the inspiration to the little buddies? Why little guys?
I think we wanted to create something or kind of really push that thematic of.
I'm sorry, what just happened? Sorry, you can continue.
You just
wallbanged him.
No, that was insane.
So the thematic of.
Yeah, sorry.
Wait, can you spam that?
Can you spam this?
Oh, he tried.
That was a nice try. Wow, Team Tark's feeling it.
Yeah, I mean, that was a number of ridiculous things that just happened right in a row. So
Yeah. We'll pick this up in a moment.
Absolutely.
FRT is ult. I mean, they're even adorable when he's holding them.
Oh, jeez. Spike's not down, so this is tough for them to work with.
Pancata said, hold that. Oh, I got this.
Paula's got some room, though. Paula's got some room.
Here we go.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
no.
There you go.
All right, so yeah, talk to me about the intention, the thought behind the little guys.
I think we wanted to create some type of incentive to really want to grab something. Like, let's say if it was like scrap on the ground, like you might want to leave it there, right? So something that's like, hey, that's my wingman. Like, I'm not just going to leave you there, bud, you know? Like, you pick it up and go.
You intentionally are making us emotionally invested in these little guys so that we'll go pick them back up again.
Yeah, that's the hope.
Oh my God.
I think just the visual of Wingman with the spike on top of their head, running forward, squishing with the noise, is going to captivate people.
The sound is so good.
You're seeing here again, taking that staging space, that this little mound area. Able to pick it up pretty safely here.
Oh,
Paula had the read.
Oh, unlucky.
And they didn't really get away with like Tarek reclaiming there. They stay on the entire time. Like once they fall, once they get used, they stay down the entire time. There's no disappearing time or anything like that.
Oh, this combination's fantastic. He threw the wingman in.
Oh.
They have about 10 seconds, and then it's 20 seconds before they expire.
Okay.
Oh, so they do expire if you don't pick them up quickly enough.
Yep.
Okay.
That was such a beautiful play. The Thrash going in to protect wingman. It's always cool to see Dizzy protecting wingman or Thrash protecting wingman, you know. And when you're reclaiming these globules.
Oh no.
This flank is insane.
The defuse!
He's gonna get it!
Oh, Tarek is on it! Oh my goodness.
That could have been awesome. I was excited too.
Oh, the defuse.
I mean, imagine we got one of those. I was thinking to myself, especially as you were talking to Brennan, Josh, there's no way. If it can be taken down, how much HP? 100 HP or something?
100 HP, yeah.
Yeah, there's no way that the defuse is ever going to happen.
Right, that feels very unlikely. Did you have it often in playtests?
We did. So what you notice here, though, was we had to start really protecting the defuse. And I think Canada did a great job of putting that smoke down, popping it as it started diffusing, I think Tarek just knew what was happening there and got the read, but that was a beautiful play.
Oh, they did it preemptively this time.
Get out!
I like that they're committing to this attempt.
I mean, it's just one of the main ways to take that space on Lotus. So use the tools you got. I think Wingman or Gecko definitely has the ability to do the same type of thing.
Right. So he cast Dizzy to take the space, another Dizzy to take the site, and here comes the plant attempt.
Dizzy.
Protects the plant with Mosh Pit, and here we go.
Nice.
Just denies that space entirely, and also you have to leave that mosh pit no matter what.
Right.
After a certain point in time, you can't just stay in it. Oh, Tarek wants a knife.
Knife
Come on,
me.
Sugetsu. Come on, Sugetsu.
Showing off the Oni here.
It was all a ruse,
feeling it. They're feeling it.
They trolled them.
I love that A play, actually. You know, they played to control a lot of space on the team, and they were able to plant it in a way where they were able to cover it. I thought that was a great play.
And they also don't take the risk, right, to walk into what will be further crossfires from the defending side.
Right, yeah.
Like, especially if you take tree or anything like that, go through the rotating door. Like, you have to take more space in that case.
Right, and you know, if you can get that that spike plant down, you know, if you can get Wingman to get the spike down, you are 5 guns up, right? As opposed to the 4.
Dart getting a little bit of info here. He's just picking up right where he left off.
Come on.
Nice one there.
Does this feel like we've had more smoke spam kills than any other tournament before, Bala?
Oh, in the overall tournament?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Including the show match.
Yes.
This is just silly.
Check PCs, check PCs.
Word.exe.
Oh, you checked that, right?
Oh, that was almost so close for her to peek with the flash. The Dizzy. Does that flash your teammates? Because
it does not. So as it's scanning, yeah, that's one of the great things about it is it scans, and although you can shoot it to kind of mitigate all 5 getting shot compared to some other flashes like that.
That was so cool.
That's exactly it. Yeah, you push in with your team, you're able to kind of follow Dizzy in and really like, take that ground.
Oh, and even the sky flash to conceal and to keep Dizzy alive was very cool.
And you can't. It didn't look like that was in line of sight. I think that was behind him, and it still gooped him.
Nice.
Well played.
I mean, wow. We've gone from FRT kind of stomping in the first half to all of a sudden having a close game in the show.
A hell of a game, yeah.
With Gecko involved, this is crazy. This is what I was talking about, or what you were talking about, Doug. The flash concealing, and he was looking at him. Okay. I'm really curious how playing against and what the counterplay is to avoid getting flashed, because you're going to have that multiple, especially in coordinated play.
Yeah.
Maybe not in ranked, but in coordinated play, you're going to have to deal with that multiple times in a round.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, so one of the biggest trade-offs, though, is if you shoot Dizzy dies, none of the rockets go off, right? So compared to some of our other flashes or screen obfuscation.
Oh my
Yo, that might have been it. Boy, they've got money.
Yeah, sorry. So I was saying, also Getsy, what a great round. You love to see that. The double controller popping off, you know.
It's just what happens with guys like this.
Yeah, so I was saying, yeah, the big trade-off here is, you know, as you throw Dizzy, if it gets shot, it mitigates the whole effect. Sure. As opposed to something like Sky, where if you pop it, there's nothing you can really do. You kind of turn it or run away. Yeah. So if let's say one person turns it, you can't turn the other person's screen, your teammate's team. Right. They get flashed, you don't. So it's like singular, almost like isolated counterplay versus this, where you can hit it to stop it from teammates. Oh, look at this combo.
Oi.
They invested a lot.
If someone was there, that would have been beautiful.
Yeah. Let me ask you, if Dizzy is behind you and pops and you don't see it, like it's directly behind you, will it still goop you?
It will, yeah. Okay. So if it's behind you, it will hit.
Ult use. CNET dancing around the reckoning with the blades, and he's not able to find anything. This may be it for Team Tarek, man.
Yeah, I don't see a way out of this.
No, dude, they had a crazy comeback,
Seekers?
but I mean...
I'm saying it's 12-12. Oh, I think we're going to
1v5, bro.
1v5, let's get it.
No shot.
I'm thinking. Oh, Paula definitely.
1v5?
1v5.
1v5?
Let her win it.
This would be, yeah, extend the match.
Oh, they go for the knife, yes! She has
Oh.
a chance!
Oh, God.
Oh,
Oh, God.
ओए क्या
Knife.
क्या
Oh,
थ्रो कर रहे
Look
हो
at
बे
Pancata in the back, just op angled.
he's just waiting. He's way too disciplined for antics like this.
At this point, this is Gladiator. Send one person at a time.
Yeah. Dude, she's gonna do it. Don't do the shorty. No, please not the
Around the corner,
shorty.
around the corner. Here you go.
The shorty. No, I can't watch.
Paula takes this.
I can't watch.
Just spray the smoke.
Look at him. He's smirking. He knows. No. Don't
No.
push the smoke. Don't push the smoke. There's a shorty
It's
on the
got-
other side. Oh, shit.
Ah!
No.
Nice one बे
What a game. That was awesome. That was so awesome.
That was so cool.
That's good
I mean, just moments like that, but getting the first chance to see the Asian too.
Yeah.
What a good time. And I think we got like a good, that was like some games, especially like sometimes I've been a part of like free agent previews and
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
like that.
yeah.
You get the first game, it's like, nah, nobody really knows how to use the agent.
Yeah.
These guys knew. We got some good insight.
We got some strats. We got the double controller strat, trying to really protect Wingman. Looks like we knew what they were trying to do there. And you have the Tarek's offensive group really trying to take that space. So, pretty cool. It was really, really awesome.
That was a lot of fun. They picked up on it very well, very quickly. Again, a dope comeback, but Pancata dropped 30, bro. He dropped the 30 bomb.
I talked to Pancata. He said, I'm not going to lose on that stage twice. He's like, I need to take this one. I'm taking this home. So, he showed it. He showed he wanted
That's
it.
why he pulled out the shoulder. That's why he did it.
Yeah, he showed he wanted it for sure.
Unlucky. But yeah, FRT winning the very first VCT show match.
Yeah, very
Dope.
cool.
In front of a packed out crowd.
Let's
Need to
go.
do more of them.
Yeah, more
Need to
stuff
do
like
more of
this. Yep.
And I think everybody's starting to get hyped for the next match. The main event here.
Yeah, this was a warm-up. It was a good warm-up. It was an appetizer.
Yeah, this is unreal. This crowd is booming. This crowd is booming.
Now,
It is.
Ryan, let me ask you this. We just saw Gecko in a full map. Everyone's very excited. Everyone wants to play with these, little buddies and see how adorable it is and whatnot.
Yep.
When will players get their hands on this guy?
If all goes all well, it's going to be next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday. Oh,
Right.
baby. Y'all won't have to wait very long.
That is.
Yep, it releases with 604.
Yeah. Lot to be excited about. Dang, that coop really is. It's hard to work around.
It is. You can maneuver, so you're able to kind of see where you're going. You're able to kind of see, like, how do I sidestep? How do I get out of the situation?
Yeah.
It's a lot easier, and it lasts less than some of our flashes. So I think it's about like half a second less.
Sure.
With the
I can't wait to.
but yeah.
I just can't wait to get on Twitter after this and see the reactions. I bet you
Yeah.
they're going to be so polarized.
Yep.
There's going to be people who are like, oh my God, that's crazy. I
Yep.
can't believe they put in this game. And the other side's going to be like, oh my goodness, how can you use this? It's so cute, but
Yeah.
my goodness.
I love that ultimate.
Yeah, the ultimate's dope. The ultimate's very dope.
This was such a fun thing to go through.
Yeah, the dizzy out of the smokes. It's strong. I'm telling you, it's strong. Here it is.
You hit the timing right? Yeah.
Oh.
Dude, she had a run at it too, man. She was close.
Yeah.
Very unlucky. But again, Gecko, we've seen him on stage now. Bala, initial thoughts. Strong, too strong? What is your take?
I think it's nice little middle ground.
Yeah?
I think in the lower ranks, maybe it'll be fun and strong. Higher ranks, maybe a little weaker, but
Sure.
I think just a good agent overall. This is like one of those agents that I just have to smile.
Yeah,
with it.
it's adorable. Congratulations
Yes.
on debuting, Gecko, and thank you
Absolutely.
so much for letting us join you on your
Thanks,
desk. We're going to throw it down for an interview.
चेंज कर लो फिंगर अभी लगा लो उधर भी था ना of 1, no, best of 5. Best of 5, Paradox is loud. Nice. Nice, nice. तब तक क्या कर ले नहीं था नहीं है नहीं सॉरी लग गया मेरे को खाना चाहिए अभी मेरे को कुछ है क्या देखना पड़ेगा ओ बैंड की
Welcome back. We've got a winner's interview for you, and unfortunately, I hate to do this to you, bro. There's a loser's interview as well. Wait, I do need just very quickly, I'm going to give you the floor because you just won. Chirp off a little bit. Give him a little trash talk. Let him know.
Yo, I told you I would win. I told you, bruh.
Feels bad. It feels bad, but you know, it was a fun time, and that's what matters the most.
Hell yeah.
And we got to show the new agent,
Hell
so
yeah.
that was dope. I love it.
What a good opportunity ahead of the finals here. What did you guys think? Just first impressions overall. Tarek, you can start.
I think it's really cool. I think he's actually overpowered. I don't know if we did a good job of showcasing it, but I think as time progresses, we're gonna see what he's actually potential, or his actual potential. So I'm excited to see what the community comes up with.
Yeah, I mean, I feel the same feeling as him. It's like amazing. Everything is crazy. The game was, you know, but it's fine. In the end, we had fun.
Yeah.
Everybody was smiling, so I guess, yeah, we loved it.
Oh yeah.
Very quickly, I want to give you a little love because you were so committed to having Wingman plant and defuse the spike. And we just, as for the content, we appreciate it.
Yes, I was very committed as well. I remember one time, I think it was on pistol, he was trying to plan. I jumped on him and I died for it. Yeah, it's really cute, and I think just the mechanic is so creative, so props to the devs.
How long did it take you to figure out his tech and his abilities?
Actually, I knew what he did before because the dev showed me. But the thing is, they knew we would throw the little guy there, and they jumped into the little guy.
I jumped to the little guy.
I was like, okay, let me do this. I'm planning the spike. They pissed around, and I threw the little guy,
Yeah.
and then everybody was jumping the orb. It's like crazy. I tried. At least I tried.
Good shot, though.
Yeah.
I want to know about Thrash, because that thing looks really good. With the opening able to lock down people, was that a significant, like, was it easy to dodge? Was there anything that was tough to use with it?
Yeah, I actually didn't get to utilize the ult as well, but it's pretty powerful because it's AoE, and on top of that, you can pick it up after you throw it once, which is kind of ridiculous. So I think my prediction is there's a nerf coming in like the next 6 months to this guy because he is juiced up. He's juiced up. Trust me, I know it might not look like it, but he's juiced up.
Yeah, the first time I saw that guy, the pick it up stuff that you control your like flash, stun, and ult. You can pick your ult as well. It's crazy.
So good.
His mechanic is crazy.
He seemed like a lot of fun. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Sorry. I hate it. We had fun, though.
It's okay. I've done a lot of these loser interviews. It's not a good thing, but it happens.
It was a ton of fun. Friends, we have the moment you've all been waiting for. The grand finals here at VCT Lock-In. But before we get there, we have a special announcement for all of you at home. Enjoy.
In 2023, the VCT is more global than ever. From the loud, dazzling streets of São Paulo to the neon-lit skyscrapers of Tokyo, all these roads lead to one city, where superstars are born. The only place we could have held Valorant Champions 2023, Los Angeles.
These hallowed halls have been home to some of the biggest names in entertainment and sport. From Kendrick Lamar to Rihanna, a million magic moments. This is where legends, no, champions are made. Welcome to the Kia Forum. It's been 7 years since Riot hosted a championship in our own backyard, and what better way to usher in the new era of the VCT than with a house party?
You know, Brazil knows how to throw a good party too.
You know what, Leo? You had your chance at a hometown show. Now, it's my turn.
Fair enough. Well, lucky for you, the entire tournament will take place right here in Los Angeles, beginning at the Shrine Expo Hall.
From August 6th to August 20th, the 16 best teams in the world will battle it out for a chance to make it all the way here, our biggest finals venue yet.
Then, on August 24 to August 26, we'll close out the 2023 VCT season with the crowning of a new Valorant World Champion right here at the Kia Forum. Home to Hollywood.
Home to champions.
We'll see you here in Los Angeles this summer for Valorant Champions 2023.
Well, you just heard the big news. Champions is coming to LA this August. For more on that announcement, Gecko and many more, I am joined by Leo and Anna. Welcome to the desk. It's great to have you guys here. I've never been to LA. I'm really, really excited about this. Anna, but why LA? You know, this is the first time we're heading there for Valorant in a major international tournament.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're finally in a position where we actually can host an event in LA. And I think, you know, with Riot's headquarters being in LA and a lot of us being from LA maybe, you know, we were really excited to bring an event there, and it's been really hard to keep that maybe not quite a secret, but as much of a secret as we could for this long.
Well, let me say, first of all, it's just incredible to be here. I can barely hear myself with the crowd.
Oh my God, it's so incredible.
But we were so excited to go to LA. We've been for the past 2 years. We brought our events mostly to EMEA for a number of reasons. And this year is all about bringing Valorant to other places around the world. We're going to now São Paulo, of course, then Tokyo. And LA just felt like the perfect choice. It's the capital of entertainment of the world. The community in LA is amazing, so we're really, really excited to be in LA.
And the forum as well. You guys were like inside the actual venue in that video.
We were.
Yeah, tell me about the choice of venue.
Okay, look, so I don't know how they chose the venue. Maybe Leo knows how they chose the venue. What I'm going to say is I went to my very first concert as a teenager at the forum. And when we got to record that video, walking into that place and feeling like I don't know, it's like dreams come true in this moment.
Who did you see? Who did you see?
I've seen so many bands there. I've seen U2, Weezer, Death Cab, Depeche Mode, Elton John, Muse, like just a million, so many.
I've seen my favorite band of all time multiple times, the Foo Fighters over there. And you know, we were just geeking out. We're just geeking out the whole time filming that video. So.
I will say, you guys are kind of bringing up bands, singers, you know, in the past champions, we've had some songs, we've had some spectacles. Like, are we going to expect that as well from this tournament?
I mean, yeah, you go ahead.
I just want to say, Champions is supposed to be the biggest moment of the year. That's where we pull all the stops. It's always supposed to be a spectacle for every Valorant player. So it's going to be a big fest. It's going to be a celebration.
Yeah, and we're definitely thinking about champs every year as like a moment for the entire community to celebrate all things Valorant. So yes, obviously the esport, but also just everything going on in the game. So I think you'll see what we've been able to pull off in Sao Paulo, but even bigger and better at champs.
Oh, I'm looking forward to the song. I'm going to take that as confirmation.
We are also looking forward to it.
Oh, okay. Well, you guys mentioned Sao Paulo as well, and Leo, I know this is a big moment for you. Now you've experienced the desk, the venue, the crowd. What do you make of this event?
Look, while we don't write the scripts, having Loud in the finals really helps because the crowd is insane, but it's just really nice to be here. We've been looking to come to Brazil for a while now. It's really special. The community is incredible. The energy in this venue right now is just amazing. So we're super happy to be here. Inel, I'm looking forward to the grand finals match.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. We get to go to your home turf soon, but yeah, Anna, what do you make of this away venue?
I mean, this is like getting me so hyped for LA, but I mean, I think this has been one of the, we've had a lot of amazing host cities so far, but this has been just an absolutely incredible host city. We've been here for what, about a month now, and just it's such amazing energy in this room, and it's going to be ridiculous as soon as we go to the games.
Oh yeah, when Loud walk out, it's going to be crazy, and I'm assuming you're backing them to lift the trophy, surely?
Look, I cannot be biased, you know, but I think it wouldn't be bad if they win in front of their home crowd. I'll say that.
Okay.
The Fnatic's looking really strong, so
Anna,
we'll
help me out.
I mean, you know I love you, Yinsu. I want to see both Striker.
Yes! Okay, I'm Team Anna all the way.
But don't tell this crowd, because they will literally murder me.
It's all good. Thank you so much, Anna and Leo, for joining me.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you for the announcement,
Absolutely.
and I cannot wait for the next events. But I'm getting ahead of myself because we still have a grand final best of 5 between Loud and Fnatic. We're going to take a quick break here, but don't go anywhere because you definitely don't want to miss this.
बारह बजे मैच शुरू होगा। खत्म ही होगा आसपास डोमिनेट always Esto sería bastante.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Lock-In. We are finally here. Today is our grand final, a best-of-5 between the winners of our two brackets, Alphas, Loud, and Omegas, Fnatic. I am Dash. Joining me on the desk today, it's Mimi, Achilleos, and Bala to break down all of the action. This arena is packed to the brim. The showcase, a show match already delivered, and now we're just hoping our best-of-5 does the same, Bala.
You know, it's funny because I felt like up there when I was casting the show match, we got a little taste of what the crowd is going to deliver, but we know how much louder it's going to be once the players take the stage and once we get into that map.
3x the decibels, at least. We've already seen so many incredible matches here over the past few weeks, so many memorable plays and clutches. Before we get into today's matchup, I wanted to ask the desk to relive a few of those top moments from throughout the tournament. So, Bala, I'm coming right back to you to kick us off. What was your favorite moment from Lock-In so far?
I think just continuing with the crowd theme, right? It was when Loud beat DRX, when they took to grand finals, because it was just such an electric moment. I mean, literally, as soon as RB whiffed these shots, sorry, Seth, as soon as RB whiffed these shots, Loud took the last 2 kills. It was crazy in here. It was just such an electric atmosphere. You could tell everybody was so happy.
It just meant so much.
There's such a chance here for a Brazilian team to take the crown on their home soil.
Look at that. I mean, so well deserved. The entire crowd behind them. My favorite moment of Lock-In was you making Seth relive that moment. Seth, what about you, buddy? What have you brought to the table?
Surprisingly, it's not a DRX moment here because I'm still a little bit scarred from the things that Bala just brought up. But it's actually the series between EDG and 100 Thieves because it was one of the most hyped ones that we had up until we got into the semifinals. EDG, especially on this final map of Pearl, were pushing 100 Thieves to the very limit. It took everything. Stellar, being able to spray through the smoke, finding 2 kills to be able to get them back into this one, to be able to take this map, get into overtime, and then run it from there. EDG put up a hell of a show. I'm really looking forward to seeing what they and 100 Thieves can do in the future events.
An incredible series, to say the least. Mimi, what'd you bring to the table for us?
I want to narrow down to one specific moment. This also kind of centers around the crowd, but it was King when he won his 1v2 and he stood up and had that moment where he just like embraced the crowd in what he was able to do. Again, this is kind of a taste of, I think, what we can expect today. I'm sure there will be some insane individual moments, and I'm sure that the players will be popping off, just kind of feasting in the moment of being in front of the crowd, as King did here.
And when it comes to personalities popping off in front of the crowd, I feel like we got lucky with the 2 squads that we have taking to the stage today. Plenty of players who would be willing to take opportunities like this to show off, to throw that smack talk across the stage to their opponents.
I mean, especially the likes of Boaster. I'm expecting to see if he's got some crazy moments. He's going to be standing up, he's going to be receiving those boos, and he's just going to be thriving in it. So I'm excited to see what happens.
Before we break it all down, let's take a look back at how we got here. For Loud, it's been a fight. After a 3-map overtime banger against their old foes at NRG, they had to go all the way to map 5 to take down DRX.
It was such a close game here. It was incredible that Loud was able to come back because they started off, looked incredible map 1 and 2, but DRX did what they do best, made it a comeback, made it look possible. And then we got to map number 5, we got to Ascent, and Loud, they did not crumble. They proved that despite being tested so heavily by DRX, that they can still come back, come up with new ideas, and close out a close series like that under the pressure of this insane crowd.
And for a team with 2 rookies on it, essentially the 2 players that came in, they're the guys who actually made the clutches against NRG happen. They're the guys who led the charge again to stop DRX from coming back. It's those things that are so impressive with Loud.
Now, Achilleos, on the other side, you've got Fnatic, right? Always the bridesmaid, never the bride. joke, Natick. They've heard it all before, but this revamped squad here has had a perfect run so far in Sao Paulo. Yesterday delivered a 3-0 over Navi.
And this was something that we had never really anticipated. I mean, across the board on the desk, we were all expecting Navi to be able to take that. Myself, Mimi, Hypoc. It just felt like Navi weren't able to find their footing whatsoever. Not sure if it was an update or if it was Fnatic really just kicking them off the back of their heels. They're completely on the ground the whole way through, whereas Fnatic never really gave them much options, or many chances. 2 close maps, 1 blowout, and of course that blowout was on Navi's map pick. Fnatic just looked fierce.
To me, it just felt like Fnatic being incredible. That was the moment we expected them to crumble. That was the moment we expect them to fall flat. And it was probably one of the most dominant games that they've played this entire tournament against Navi of all squads. I mean, Fnatic really is the EMEA super team.
They're making people double, think and rethink their predictions coming into today, I'm sure, with that performance that they had yesterday. Another really important note coming into this grand final. No matter who wins today, we will have our first ever 2-time champions in Valorant.
We've been hunting for this for so long. Every single tournament we think, okay, the defending champions have a chance to do it again. Are they going to be doing it because they look so good winning the tournament? But there's so much turmoil in terms of teams going into the next tournament. So to see 100% getting a second trophy for 1 player in Chronicle or 3 players in Aspas, Sadak, and Les is just incredible.
It's pretty cool to know that regardless of what happens, we're going to witness history today. Let's talk more about Loud, the hometown favorites that are coming into this grand final as returning champions, but with a slightly different lineup.
Yeah, Loud does have the chance here to find the first ever back-to-back in Valorant history, but I think it's made even more impressive because this is not the Loud from last year. This is a Loud that came in, picked up 2 new rookies that most people doubted would even be able to match what the former players on this squad could do, but they've been able to not only break through that expectation, but make it to another grand final in front of their home crowd, and now for the first time ever, it could be an organization winning 2 in a row.
Run it back. Now I'm just hoping that we get a Phoenix on one of the maps.
We've had every agent played at the event. Reina was the last one to make it through, so hey, you never really know, especially when you have a good amount of tape at this point. You're in the grand final. Both teams have been able to study each other. Maybe something like that Phoenix throwing a curveball that play was not intended. Maybe it could happen.
Put the kibosh on it before it even happens. Ball, if we're going to start working through individuals on that Loud roster, you start with none other than Sadak.
Yeah, I think you have to, because this is the guy who rebuilt this team, right? He lost 2 star players, 2 players who you really expected to have a say in this team in this year that continues, and he's just insane. He's IGLing and he's still fragging at the same time. He even took up some duelist roles this time.
I mean, remember the turmoil that happened when everyone found out that the Loud squad that won champions wasn't going to be staying together. Everyone said, oh, that's it, this org is done. They lost Sasi, they lost Pancata, that was 2 of their best players. Sadak's just big chill. He's like, I don't care. I've got these rookies. I'm going to train them up. I'm going to make sure that this works. And so far, it is looking great.
And so much of 2022 Loud's storyline around building up that roster was we have Sadak, we have Sasi, you have the coach Bazooka. But this roster was just Sadak as the leader, having to rebuild, find new talent, and form something new. He's been able to do that, something that I don't think any other IGL has been able to do at the same level.
Achilles, it's going to be Sadak making the calls. It's going to be Aspas looking for the duels, though. Will he pop off today? That's one of the big questions.
He had a really rocky start in the first couple series, versus NRG especially, a little bit of a slow beginning, but then the guy just has been building steam, and then from the outset against TRX, he was crushing. If he has another hot start like this, then by God, they could be looking at a 2-0 start against Fnatic right off the bat in this set, because Aspas was absolutely tearing DRX apart initially.
Yeah, that he was, and this guy is the big match player of all big match players in the grand final of Champions 2022. This guy is what pushed Loud over the line to win that. And here again, he's coming back into the fray, putting up similar numbers, has a fantastic team behind him again, and it feels like Aspas is on the verge of repeating history.
All right, Ball, let's move on to the other side of the matchup. Fnatic, a team that hasn't been to the grand final in quite some time.
Feels like almost 2 years at this point.
Exactly,
and
2 years.
Having another chance is great for them, because I think a lot of people finally, when we saw the roster get put together, we thought this is a chance. This is a chance for Boaster and Durka to finally do it again. They've had opportunities where they looked like the best team in EMEA, but they just weren't able to make it through. So for them to have this opportunity is huge for them.
It was Masters Reykjavik the first time they found themselves with the opportunity to take a title, ended in tragedy, 3-0 defeat to Sentinels. But there's a weird amount of poetry going on here with their own run at Sao Paulo.
Yeah, I mean, still to this day, Sentinels, the only team, this original iteration of the roster, the only team that has made it into a grand final and taken a trophy without dropping a single map. Fnatic could do that today. I think it's very challenging, but I think rather than replacing the immaculate run, they'd just be happy to get the trophy itself.
Yeah, and for the core of this team, the guys that were playing on that Reykjavik stage, Durka, Boaster, their coach Minnie, this means so much to them because over the last 2 years, since that happened, they have been through 5 different main roster players, have been trying to find the right mix. But here at Lock-In, it seems like they have the perfect recipe. Pick up a star-studded duo in the offseason of Leo and Chronicle, keep the great strategy and ideas that you've always had, and it's just working, Paul.
Yeah, and I think as well, something that's super impressive is Fnatic has gone through pressure stages multiple times. They've beaten Sentinels, crowd favorite. They've beaten Furia, crowd favorite. Then they go up and they face Na'Vi as well, and it's just ridiculous what these guys are able to do because that was the narrative coming into this. How are they going to maintain and go up against the pressure? I think the super team has helped Boaster and Durka do that flawlessly.
Trying to do to Loud what's been done to them. Let's talk, though, about what this Fnatic squad is doing differently than what we've seen them do before. What is their game plan here at Lock-In?
I think what's been interesting about their game plan at Lock-In is that they've stuck to what they know, which is coming up with really good ideas and having fantastic game plans. For example, you look at their Fracture. They're really trying to optimize things, grabbing orbs constantly to have these really cool set plays around ultimates, always buying half armor. They've always had that nerdiness, but in this tournament, they've also been able to show the adaptability and the ability to perform under pressure like you were talking about.
Now we put a bunch of focus on Aspas already. We'd be doing a disservice to the Fnatic squad if we didn't also take a look at Durka.
I mean, it's just another star-studded player in Durka, somebody that you can rely on to have those pop-off moments. I mean, similar to Aspas, we have seen Durka starting off really hot. Then when he moves over to something like the Raze, he's widely playing entry. He's still gaining information for his team, but he's not putting up the same kind of figures. But when he is on that jet especially, this man has to be respected. He demands it.
I think the parallels that we actually put on Fnatic and Sentinels' run to have an undefeated record so far in maps, yeah, maybe we won't get that today, but Durka is on pace to actually have a similar performance to TenZ, which has been held up there as a benchmark best of all time tournament performance, and Durka is there. Durka is there.
What a title to steal if you can make it happen here today on the grand final stage. We only got about a minute or so left before we get down there, so it's time to put it all on the line. Predictions from the three of you down the line. Mimi, I'm starting with you. Who takes it today?
I know that this is Loud's home crowd, and I know they have a lot of advantages going into this one, but I have to predict Fnatic. It seems like they are unstoppable right now. 3-0ing Na'Vi yesterday convinced me.
Okay, Fnatic call over here. Seth, who are you going with?
I'm going to differentiate. I'm going to go for Loud here, honestly, and that's because I was browsing Reddit. There's a nice little post there. And it turns out that the team that has eliminated an All Riot event since 2014, the team that has eliminated Cloud9, has then gone on to lose to the inevitable winner of the tournament.
This man put his predictions in there. What you got? What you got?
Fnatic, and I think this one is probably the toughest match to predict the entire time, but I'm going to go with them for specific reasons. Their adaptability, they've already played up to the pressure. I think they can take Loud with the home crowd still here, and Boaster's going to lift the trophy.
Couple converts from yesterday's series, but we do have a split destiny today, which tells me we've got a great matchup ahead of us. It's time to get the match started. 30 teams have fallen, and after this best of 5, only one will remain. Today, we get our champion. It's Loud versus Fnatic. The Lock-In Grand Final starts right now.
What can't this squad do?
Cara, nunca senti isso na minha vida. Nunca me imaginaria numa final assim tão rápido.
A 3-0 for Fnatic. Stunned.
Every day since then, we've been clawing and trying our best to make it back to that.
And now an opportunity to be the first team ever to lift 2 trophies in Valorant.
Siento que eu nasci para isso.
It started out with 32 teams, and now it's down to 2.
Loud, they're the favorites, but we're coming to win. This time, we'll try to end it.
Fnatic ain't here to mess around. We're here to play.
quero deixar o Sadak orgulhoso.
Eu tô aqui pra ser um exemplo. E esse exemplo vai ser lendário.
Give him a chance! Unreal performance in favor of Fnatic. Bolster with 2, Bolster with 3!
Loud. So you've taken the trophy in Istanbul from Alfia. So we're gonna have to return the favor.
Essa é pro Brasil, rapaziada.
Faz o N e vamos para essa final.
looking for the back-to-back. Fnatic with a second chance. It all three-map wins stand between our teams and being crowned king here on the stage. And there is no preparing yourself for the biggest crowd in Valorant LAN history.
And it is so fun to see not only the players on Loud play to the crowd, but also the crowd to be ruthless in their approach to how Fnatic walk on. Out here, 17 years old, they give the most boos out of anybody.
Fnatic has played in front of big crowds before, but this is something different. This crowd does not want them to win a round. It is so heavily swayed in the favor of Loud, and for them, it would mean the world to win here in Sao Paulo.
I mean, the swings in volume in this arena, depending on how the rounds are going, depending on how the maps are going, is going to be completely and utterly stark. Yeah. One round taken by Fnatic, a singular kill, and this place can be silenced in a moment. Loud are looking to prevent that. They want to crank it up to 11.
Not that I would suggest this, but I'm pretty sure you can watch this series with your eyes closed.
अबे यार कितनी बोंगला जाता
We're diving into the map. Vito's Bala, I'm coming to you first as we wait for the reveals.
Yeah, I'm super interested to see what Loud Vito here should be
heaven band नहीं
and also Fnatic should be sticking to Pearl. I think that's such a big advantage for them throughout their entire tournament. Every single team has been relying on Pearl, Loud included with that Harbor Viper comp. That's a big advantage.
It is, and both these teams will ban away their opponent's strongest map in one way. Haven out for Fnatic, Pearl out for the side of Loud. We head to Ascend as our first pick here.
एसिड लगा जाए अबे फ्रैक्चर जी कर रहा हूँ ये
That they do. I mean, just fresh off a victory. This was the final map of the series just yesterday versus Navi.
Lotus.
It was a little bit closer. 13 to 11
Split.
able to get that win.
Decider Lotus हो रहा है
Split now could be coming through as well for Loud.
That one's a weird one for me. Split is a double duelist for both sides, and I really don't know how those compositions go up against each other because you put so much into your stars. So that's one that I think could go either way. Lotus here, we haven't seen Loud play it yet. Fnatic, we had a chance to see it yesterday against Navi. It looked pretty solid.
It did. There's big question about what Loud wants to play there. Map number 5, we will land on Icebox. Fnatic, historically one of their best maps. But here at this tournament, we've seen Loud come out with that Harbor composition. Fantastic there.
I think Fnatic is super happy that even though Icebox has historically been one of their best, this is the place where they had Harbor Viper. This is the place where Loud can lean into the strengths that they've been working on all tournament long. So we start with Ascent where they get that Viper, but we still don't get that Harbor. It's a little weird because, like I said, they're getting out of Pearl. Loud has been using that to their advantage the entire time.
And I love this Viper composition.
Agent बताओ.
The ideas they had
Agent.
combining the snake bite with other utility, it was fantastic.
आसपास confirm jet.
Prime Gaming Agent Select. Let's see what the teams have brought to the table.
They've seen it, and that's why I'm curious to see if they continue to run it. We'll find out in a moment here as we get ready to go into Sonic's pick. Yes, they are going to be sticking through with this. I thought maybe they would flash it once, give that win over DRX, then swap, but no, they're sticking through.
Smoke करेगा.
This Agent Select sets the tone for the entire series. Both these teams are not known to be switching up comps too often. So to see this right off the bat, maybe that is a sign for things to come. Maybe we won't get any Agent Select changes throughout the entire series.
It's going to be interesting to see, but we start this map on Ascent. Fnatic on the defense. This is a map where Durka can feel so incredibly comfortable to take space, to op on this defense, and for the side of Loud, they're going to have to shut him down.
Yeah, for me, it's still all going to be about this Jet v Jet, Durka versus Aspas. Let's see who comes out on top.
The teams are ready to load into the map, so we're about to send it over to our casters. As we do, we're sending love out to Pansy, who can't be here with us today. And as we do, we send it over to Brennan Sideshow for the call. Gents, take it away.
32 teams whittled down to just 2 right here, and the stage is set, Josh, for a grand battle between Loud and Fnatic, and without doubt, no doubts in my mind, we are going to see history being made here today.
It's guaranteed. There has never been a team to be able to acquire 2 titles in Valorant. No player that has lifted 2 trophies. But at the end of this match, we will have somebody, either Chronicle on the side of Fnatic, or that Loud core of Sadak, Les, and Aspas, who won champions in 2022. And what a way it would be.
32.
The crowd are looking forward to
Aspas, that's
set it up. That jet battle is what I'm going to be keeping my eyes on too.
fringy.
Loud and no slouches on the attack side, and it is a long way to earning that trophy for both of these squads.
Long way indeed.
No.
Potential maps the round is where it begins.
Entry alacağız biraz be.
This is a very cautious approach for now, but an explosion. Dog's going to be leading the charge. Aspas following right behind it, and nothing in their sights to stop it, but Nana swarms at his feet. Aspas moves one of them. Alarm bot spotted. Turret as well. That's going to be clearing the backside of Jenny.
Dash with Zanana पर.
And you're going to see Fnatic in general on this map go for set retakes. They don't like to flood in as the plant is going down. They like to be very structured, make sure there's nobody tree, clear out anybody that could be backstabbing, and they're going to realize here that all 5 players are towards site and A main.
So peace of mind towards Cat.
क्यों? Infovidly. आसपास का chance नहीं पड़ा था.
Fragment going to be clearing a part of that one, and now here comes the waterfall right down and out. Fragment Nade finds it, and a fight's being taken. Fnatic laying claim
Flawless.
to the map, laying claim to the site. It's all down.
Flawless
to
है
this.
भाई.
Less with the most to do. Trying to spam it, and Boaster started things off. Man's going to need a security detail with a 10%.
Flawless था Boston.
But a pistol round one, nevertheless.
What a way to approach it. What a mentality that showcase is heading into round 1. Boos echoing out in the arena, but that speaks to me that not only is Boaster dialed in, but he's willing to get up in Loud's face early. Fnatic are all, laughs and smiles when it's outside the server. You can tell in those interview pieces, when Boaster's talking,
एक second.
his whole Valorant career, his life for the last few years has been focused on getting this title. And the trophy now is within touching distance, but like I said, the journey there to earn it.
ना मत जाना.
So close. You can almost taste it. Okay.
Ooh.
Lovely opener here for Loud, but a return from Durka. Paranoia. Sun to his face might have been friendly fire, but okay, Aspas completely separated from the rest of his team now. It's getting a little bit awkward still. The spam through the walls. You've handed the rifle over to Aspas. The Bulldog, this guy can make short work of many targets.
Awkward for Chronicle too.
3v3
Point to find both of them at close
health
range.
कमी है.
But Chronicle, if he had committed to that fight, would have been in dangerous territory if they had turned on him. It's a weird situation with Boaster committed. Everybody weak on Loud, but you can't afford to give this round away if you're in the Fnatic camp.
All it takes is that one reaction. Crosshair onto the head to be found.
Alfier's missed it.
Advantage turned around. Yep, the timing is missed. Alfier none the wiser. Contact is the name of the game.
Right.
Up to Chronicle. Turlduck bides his time, waits it out. Here's the plan, but denies. Now he's got backup, teammates helping him. It should be safe hands. So much to do for 2 years. Spike in his hands with 6 seconds remaining. Absolutely unwinnable unless Boaster gives away his life. But no.
Nice try.
But it is that round win that he's
ND.
And what a difference Boaster immediately forced to make an about face mentality from round 1 to round 2. Goes for the knife swagger kill in the pistol. And like you said, Brent, forced to just escape with his dignity intact. Look at that record all time from Loud. I said no teams won 2 titles, but Loud are different. They've only ever lost 2 squads. The old crew, the current NRG core. They've only lost 4 series ever. 34-4 the record. Here comes Durka.
Tiles crunch play, but no one to receive the brutal end of that one. Instead, it's going to be up to Leo. Here's the Trailblazer. This is an instant response. Dash forwards on top of Generator now. Cuts up the angles. Who's that? Bunkered down into the back of the site in hell. It's Alfier. Close.
अबे यार. Aspas.
But a trade nevertheless. That's going to be the return of fire. And do they want to try and get aggressive? Doesn't look likely. Paranoia might have said something. Up a bit of spam now.
Equal damage exchange on both parts. Les is on the lurk as well.
Why?
Coming from Catwalk. Boaster might not be ready for this.
Pulled down so low. This last layer, final element to it. TP into the site though. It's a faster play by Fnatic still. They want to try and take this one before they can set up. Loud anchoring the positions. Kawazine unknown. Did not know where the players were coming from still. Doubled up in hell. Here comes Les. Loud are just demonic.
Nice one. Well, let's kind of way. Almost.
Teleporting into the smoke. But that means that he's not there to watch the pinch coming through, the backstab, the lurk play. Less is good for it, and that applies pressure early. Fnatic drop down onto an eco. That's all of the damage that was done in round 2, coming back to bite them.
20,000 zone. Yeah.
They're trying to be taken here. You can see that util once more clearing the way. Loud are feeling quite comfortable. Grabbing that orb.
Scout Scout Kerala. I mean, dog पढ़ने. आसपास मागे रहते थोड़ा.
Loud love to put a focus on these A-side hits. They're very drilled with them. Even when Aspas didn't perform his best, their attacking protocols, the set plays, the teamwork, it's all really good.
It's their bread and butter. Look at this. 3 of the players allowed.
Oh.
Side off the site.
They always have multiple
2v5,
players facing. It's very difficult to
flawless
side against them, because when you swing from Dice or Generator, you're going to be facing 2-3 players from Loud, all just slowly getting into the site and watching for you. Here's Les again.
Oh my goodness. Shots going a little bit wide, but Swarm in a position.
अबे तिकडे काय दुसरा?
Clear the corner. Leo. Double spray down. Tries to pick up a bit of an upgrade. 18 bullets.
Nice one, babe. Nice try, nice try. Nice try, babe.
Closed out. Safe hands from Sadak, the IGL of this squad.
Nice try, babe.
A small limiter
You're
onto the
not
economy,
London.
nothing that Loud can't shake off quickly.
अबे.
And this map, of course, the first one in the series, is favored towards Loud. They've looked better.
एक ultimate city point alt point एक और
versus Fnatic's ascent that was really dodgy in the past, but has just been slowly
तीन और
refined with the addition of Leo and Chronicle. Leo fighting here with Durka in mid, looking to break a dart for him perhaps. This Viper orb that gets bloomed is really tough for Durka because it can drop at any time. It is not like an Omen smoke. And he just gets out the way.
भाई का timing है वे. Bad luck, bad luck.
Loud quick to capitalize, and look at the squeeze that's occurring. Leo has to back up, has to back away, and he does claim the one. Still Seekers now. Used to try and take that marching position. Loud wondering what's going on. Leo goes for it. Okay.
No.
What is that? Fnatic cooking up plays out of
भाई
nowhere.
almost.
That's such an unorthodox position to ult from, but that's
Almost गिरा था.
always doing something new on Initiator. Now the pressure on these final 2 players from Loud. Barely any health between them.
Baby umpire आसपास.
Spike in hand, that's about the only saving grace.
Nice.
Clear. The players are low. Still, Leo just not quite ready for it.
Maybe looking at the mini-map or looking towards tiles. Communicating, not focused on what's going on in front of him, and it's opened a gap.
Oh, they cleared their way through. Look at that. Viper wall up. Still, the angle's not watched for, and Alvia this time will not be caught unaware.
Great stuff. Very diligent. And what a set play from Fnatic. They were throwing those out many times in the semi-final against Na'Vi.
चार ulti है.
This map, of course, but
Loud.
Fracture, we saw such awesome set coordinated aggression. This team has now taken all of that set play excellence from Boaster, from Mini, and added to it the intuition of players like Leo and Chronicle. It's a dangerous mix. It's working so well for them in this tournament.
The ability to cook up plays like that on the fly. No hesitancy. Well-earned round for Fnatic now.
So Chronicle's moved his way over to B, playing with the Odin there to look to deny Les's lockdown, I would assume. Bit of a passive setup too from Alfia, but it's the side of the map that's getting tested, and that is really common for Loud. They go to end A frequently. Mid control, A splits, A bursts. They always have enjoyed that side of the map. Feels to me like that's what
कसम.
Given 2 years in an advanced position, he has his ult to
Really?
position at a moment's notice. He's not too worried about him
Really?
watching that, but it looks like setting up now for that tree control. Trailblazer. Once more, Aspas is the one who's making sure that he can claim and vacuum up all that space. Revealed though, still has to hug
Oh
the wall.
my
Paranoia
God.
goes so wide. Durka tries to go for a bite of the back nevertheless. Now we see it. Viper's Pit drop down.
अबे वाइपर स्पीड च्या बाहेर आहे बे.
Faltered time and time again, but this time Fnatic are not going to be deterred. They want to try and take this one. Jumping down onto the site. Up top, and it's Durka who claims the first. That jet head-to-head. Manifest.
Tuiz has ulted behind them, and the spike is not inside the pit.
But it is chaos. It's anyone's game right now, anyone's round. Tap of the spike, seeing if they can force the positioning. It's Chronicle, unaware of any sort of players in his sight lines. The pit drop down.
Nice. अरे डिफ्यूज झाला.
Having a defuse. Gets out of his life, and Leo
Finish.
three in a round, and he just closes it out. It's more than safe hands at this point, Josh. The man's pulling them ahead.
He's unbelievable. This 19-year-old player, the prince that was promised of initiators from EMEA, has just made such a difference to this squad. He's their best player. He's the best player in this tournament from Fnatic. And that is a very, very tough bar. When you're playing it with players like Durka, Alfia, Chronicle, being the best player on the squad is absurd. 11-4 currently, dominates Haven, rules Ascent. 35% clutch rate in the tournament, by the way.
Ridiculous.
Shut up.
And what is the answer going to be from Loud?
This is bold from Durka. The Viper Wall makes it very difficult to challenge this position, because if it goes up and down, anyone could be behind it.
They're crawling. A lovely one claim, still shock dart. Chronicle, bit of a bailout.
Oh my Chronicle.
They all come tumbling down.
And you saw there as well a gorgeous shock dart.
खत्म.
To be able to knock Kawanzine out of his Trailblazer. I mean, Leo's got it all, the utility, the game sense, it's all there to match. What does Tuiz do in this position?
Arena holds their breath. Praying for that miracle. Not handed any easy ones. Alfia quick to shut it down.
Fnatic की मार रही है बे.
Fnatic have so many ideas on the defensive side. Leo's frequently going to be throwing these really deep darts that inform rotates, and when you have a team like Loud that loves stacking on one side of the map, running a lot of Form 1 executes, those darts get really good value. And so far too, we've just seen fantastic coordination between, especially, I want to point out, Brent, the two new players on Fnatic. The Hunter's Fury and the Flash, that's Leo, that's Chronicle. That's not the core players on Fnatic. This round too, the shock dart to cancel the Trailblazer, and then Chronicle spraying everybody down with the Odin. Those are the two new guys. And when I looked at this Fnatic squad, and to be honest, the Loud squad too, I thought both teams would need more time to win a trophy, because each team had made 2 roster moves in the off-season. But I've spoken at length about Leo. Chronicle, though, I want to wax lyrical for a second about this guy, because he has been so close to winning 2 trophies before. He was widely regarded as the best player in the world at the end of 2021, when he won Berlin and almost took champions in the same year. But his 2022 season was just miserable. He got denied that land by 2 milliseconds, if you remember that game. Dreams crushed under the weight of political forces out of his control, and he was just left as a loose end after LCQ. But his individual impact is insane for Fnatic, and he's close to being the only repeat winner in Valorant history. Chronicle has an unreal story that it feels like he's close to a culmination of some kind of arc in this tournament.
Loud are going to be doing everything to deny that. They've got their eyes also set on a similar goal, that back-to-back title, a trophy lift for them, especially with this Loud core, early presence. S'mores a similar approach. Loud, they do this time and time again.
ये बनवे करना जरूरी था.
Play heavy and hard here for this A main control.
Suppression. They're normally going to follow the Trailblazer if they do hit A. So that's going to keep 3 players from Fnatic on this side of the map. Durka's operator doesn't really have a great way of being cleared. Seems like a good position to play, in my opinion.
Off to the side.
नहीं. Oh, miss.
From Sadak, lucky to get out alive, and he does a decent amount of damage. Bruising Durka, but not dissuading him. Go back for more. Darlining him up. How does Sadak claim that one? But it's an even fight. Made a bit less so. Fnatic are returning fire.
ठीक है 2v3.
Pause in the round. Boaster teleports behind them. That's with the jump peak. He knows side planning. There's no backup.
बूस्टर को निकाल
And it's just looking nigh impossible. Doors closed in their face. Lockdown is going to be pushing them deep into wine.
It's a heavy
positioning known.
Heavy commitment of an ultimate, but that just shows you how determined Fnatic are to break the economy again of Loud.
Look at the layers of smokes here. Weapon out, flash connects. Oh, trying to return it. Spray down. Boaster with a backstab.
It's amazing stuff. 2 ults used, but they're both perfect. Boaster never overstepping, never overflanking, just causing chaos in the ranks, pulling less back, and then he's exactly there when his team needs him, playing anti-flash, ready to swing. What incredible value Durka got with the operator too. Major factors here that other teams haven't punished Loud for. There is no Sober in this comp, right? There's no drone